spit man, God, civilization, John G. Jackson, like a Gatling, the last dragon, cosmic memory of an Atlantean, etheric technology is who I am in skin, walking the landmass is Atlas. Some say I'm batshit crazy, but that's the masses for you. Can you blame the people? Most been trained to be feeble, tame sheeple by the evil who means to keep you cashless in the fastest society, where the vax and the mass are the blame for the dying spree. You the root race, they medieval. Eat the cheap food they feed you or read through these fools. Restorer or rebel, can't play God unless acquainted with the devil. Polarity you choose, acquainted with its level. Frequency, distance is an illusion, so please unveil the confusion. Look beyond the shadow of the late and hollow years. See the far and distant lands where tomorrow appears. Put it in perspective. Decision of each being the latest, most accurate vision of peace, where each one teach one to reach one, freeze one from under the trees and stump of the impeached one. Remember, all skin folk are not kinfolk. While I hold a sword in my left hand, I write a pen to pen quotes. Word to see Lord L. I'ma be more hell to these foreigners till they leave our air, land, and seashore and sell their asses right back across that agua. Screw y'all's dishonorable dogma. Something proper with no lube. The past 25 years I've been the son of solitude. The oil that fused my chakras is cruel. Love my people towards the evils. I'm heartless and rude. Firstborn of Inkle, the dawn of the twinkle. Twinkle little star, I got Brian I could think to. I blink through a wrinkle in time. Rip Van Winkle and rhyme. And my shit stink too. To link you to source, yes, you rather have AI sink you. I not only know the ledge, I'm on the brink too. They wanna extinct you, your essence is viable. Crimes against humanity, your presence liable. They try to write on my recital, yet my presence vital as the session's title. Welcome to the seventh cycle. The heart of man is as the sun, the reception order for the divine ray of spiritual intuition descended unto man. The brain of man is as the moon, the source of human intellect. The body of man is the earthly vehicle. Let the sun impregnate the moon, or let the spiritual fire prompt the human intellect. And let the result fructify in the womb of a purified body. And you will develop the son of the sun, the quintessence, the stone of the wise, true wisdom, and perfect happiness. I teach you up. The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This is a call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling immense pressure. Sun storm each clan better. Plant and endeavor to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors. Iberians to traitorous Moors. Didn't arrive as friends to us, whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised traders. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for treaties and oath. Why expect more from those who want to conquest except war? They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds were on rape, miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Washington, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy and Brooklyn, projects and hoods where we were pushed in Cali to Florida. Harley Cushion, it's like the terrorists, never ending shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean. Gives I shot the sheriff meaning. Shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no hook. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rites. Evidence tangible, check the annals. I bring heat, this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this canonical. If your brain's deeply maniacal, release or get treated damnable. You speak Hannibal, I talk black hole. Fighting the line, now the chief's back with bulk. That's big muscle drip up to tussle with Uncle Sam, big brother and his clique. I put that on Abraham and Esther. It's a must, we band together. Plan and endeavor to stand the weather. Sun strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors. Based on real life. It's nothing like the old school. High vibrations is what it feels like. It's nothing like the old school. This goes way back before I was knee deep out in them streets, ganging it. Prison and that old crazy mess. This is what really makes me me, y'all, at its core. So check it out. I arrived in 1970, August 14th, to be precise. Eldest son, firstborn of 5, alive as the Christ. Had sunny days, just like I had spooky nights, which accounts for my old lows. Had my newly heist, childhood not of the norm. Excellence, how I perform. Deep down, I was bad, that's why now I bring the storm. Memorize Psalms and other passages of scriptures after learning the Quran to fit off the
He's chilling, y'all.
It was like my mother and father tried to hide us for the
He just want to play, man. Hold on, Baba. Stop grabbing my shoe, man. Scrape my shoe up, man. It's gonna be a problem, man. I mean, it's just a shoe, but we're gonna have a problem, cuz. Cause I've been going all day, cuz. I'm tired of them all, man. Listen to me, I'm tired of them all. For my head went poop on me. Yeah, I'm about to have me a half a glass of wine, a small little blunt. Take care of his knee and his back a little bit. He wanted to twist me up over there.
Learn meditation and martial arts from my father. Watch my uncles create music, show I beat drums, play keyboards with my dad, the guitar he strummed, didn't consume pork. No,
and I might come back on a read because I really want to need to, but it's been like that. Weekend, awesome, and then the last few days has been like. Young Cherokee, thanks for the donation, beloved. Let me go ahead and close that off, man. So as you know, now Japan is going on full attack, and a number of other countries who really wasn't. There were people in the agenda thing who was whisked away, and all these nurses and doctors applying this death potions. Now you don't hear nothing from some of them. They've literally murdered, if not millions of people. Billions of people have received the shots. All right, I'm not here to get all caught up in it. I'm not afraid to say what needs to be said. You got Shapiro, you got all these people saying, we've been saying it for the longest anyway. So it ain't like it's something new. They just wanted to keep people murdered. So that what it does is show you the heads of state. They show you that these fake politicians, they show you that these alphabet, they're all a consortium and part of it. With the foolish ATF, FDA, FDA, but you know, all of them, man. I just don't want to go through them. All right? They're all part of it. You dig what I'm saying? Murderers. That's what they are. And in the platforms for allowing the censorship and the fake fact checking. Ramacillin, that's the people are taking it now and they're utilizing this to fight common cold. It was never harmful to people in the first place. You learn that in the military, that everything that's at a pet store, as far as amoxicillin and all those kind of things, we can use it. Like the agenda's like not in front of people's face. Like people that really, they really believe people that damn stupid. I'm here for balance. I ain't here to stop nothing because I know what happens to them. Oh yeah, I can tell them 100 times. All right. And I know exactly what happens to everything, all of them. Now, I'm not here to be poo. I am all that nonsense. Okay. They need to wake up and snap about their little coma. Now they ain't gonna do that. Ain't gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? I was over there and there was guys getting weed, right? Because of the complications. They never smoked before. From the boosters and stuff. I said, damn. So I told them, go get some midnight clay. I told them what kind of soy, nano, what kind of use that and I was even gonna suggest something else, but they don't have the know-how how to build it. It's how to break nanoparticles up. Even I couldn't get all the supply to do it myself. They know how to do it. They know how to destroy all this stuff. They know how to stop everything and reverse everything. These people, these individuals, these persons. See, persons, you got to remember, is not legal as far as. And so don't never go on a so-called courthouse with a fiduciary talking about the persons involved. Persons, you're not a person. Okay? Remember that. He was pushing my hand this way. I'm like, my wrist. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm good. You know, I managed this pain pretty well. You want me to excite it? I was like, my fingertips are always a little tingly, and you know, what can you do when you got a hand, you're holding this level to holding 1,000-pound bomb, right? And you're pushing it on non-skid. 500,000 pounds, it don't matter. It could be 250 pounder because you can bend over and pick up a pencil, throw your back out. And all of a sudden, the ship and the A6 turn on you and pick your feet up, throw your ass down the flight deck. Man, I had to go for what I had to go. But you know what I landed? I landed, cut my knee open and everything. That was nothing but Motrin, sitting in the whirlpool, a light duty chip for like 2 days, and back up on that deck, 20-something, 22 years old, 21 years old, get the humping, don't stop for nothing. Oh, man. He's talking about, so the problem's in your other knee. And the problem's in your wrist. What do you think I landed on? With the thing in my hand. So it's not bruised, it's just a little sprain. You'll be all right. You're a power lifter, petty officer branch. Yeah, bad. And you know, it's like sitting in front of people that know nothing about what you do. They have a profession, so-called. This guy was pretty good chiropractor, too. He's a pretty good one. I must say that. And surprisingly, they do acupuncture there, and it's covered by the VA. But anyway, which I'm going to get involved. I love me some acupuncture. Anyway, did all the checks and everything like that, and it took a long time to log into a system. It was a different computer, but the same they all use. And he made sure, you know, like pain levels and all that. I was like, look, dude, it don't matter what level. I manage it the best I can. It's called pain management. I manage because I'm with it. But it's not so to the point where it's crazy. You know, there's sometimes when I'm shooting, right? I want to. That's why I shoot with my left side too. I'll be wanting to switch up in front of them, but I'll be like I'm showing off or something, you know. So I just, you know, keep pressing through. Then when I get here, I go in the bathroom. I got to pull the knuckle off because the water's draining slow. I just realized. Anyway, and I put it as cold as possible, and I just lay my wrist in it, and that's ice cold water, and they could tell you if they felt it. And I just leave it in there and I let it drain out and I'll run some more ice cold water for at least 10, 15 minutes, man, where my skin feels numb from the cold. And that's, you know what I'm saying? And people say, well, that's from the, you know, boxing, they ain't do that. That's having that big ass piece of steel and all that crap fall on it. What y'all? And then I had to land on my, you know, land on it and then the stuff fall on it. Like, they wanted to make sure there was nothing broke. I'm like, I can't make a fist. What do you know, 2 days, you know, acetaminophen or whatever you want to call it, Motrin or whatever, 800 milligrams. Take 2 of those. You know how they do. Take, you know, and the swelling's down. If, you know, I'm always icing, so it's like, okay, I can work with it. Dumbest thing in the world. Whenever you have an accident or injury, get it checked out. Okay. Sometimes someone could be broken and you wouldn't know it because it wouldn't be a bruise. It'd be like a hairline fracture or something like that. Very painful. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was good. It was good to be able to take y'all drive with me on live. I know it was bugging in and out. It's like I'm in the hills, guys. I'm in the mountains, and I'm in the sticks and the brush, and I'm in it all when I'm driving through there. And it was good. I just wanted to be able to show y'all some things. You know what I'm saying? You can't see it. It's better when you're like right there. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was cool. It was cool to get out there too. You know what I'm saying? Because as you can see, I stopped by the weed shop. And my medical card is out. I have to re-it up. I think it's like, it doesn't, I think it costs like half of what it cost at first, which is no problem. I have to go all the way down to Phoenix to get it done again. But they have a place up here, but I'd rather go to Phoenix. It's weird. But anyway, he knows, matter of fact, he knows this chiropractor, the one I used to go to, but they didn't do acupuncture. So acupuncture, that's the go-to. You know, I got all the information I need because I'm damn sure coming by. I think it's the little tall, skinny Chinese lady in the room next to where we was at, you know. But yeah, man. I mean, injuries have been there. I mean, they knew it. It's supposed to have been in there. If they didn't, you know, when you go in the infirmary, especially on a ship, those doctors know when you get out that because they have all that stuff is, you know, is requested. And so they know that the last thing this government wants them to do is have somebody who gets a couple little injuries, have it in a medical, you know, an infirmary, and it's taking a note. you can use that to get at least 10, 20%. I think you have to get 20% now. But regardless of that, this is nonsense, man. You got guys like me and a few other brothers, Jason, who was on here. My boy, Jason was on here yesterday. We got beat up, and then the chemicals we use, those chemicals weren't even legal to be used out here, and they saying it was safe for us. Corrosion preventative compound, naphtha. Naphtha is like after you clean, you sand your car and you rinse it off and you want to wipe it down. So many other chemicals that they had us messing with, even different kinds of hydraulic fuel, and all the lead we had to handle as far as ordnance individuals. We messed with some stuff. You know what I mean? It was all, and then some of the chemical sprays we used. We didn't have no masks. We didn't none of that, man. It was just get it done, get it out there, get the next one, and then the supervisor. It's just there's all the smells, the different good or bad fragrances. Y'all, man, y'all have no idea, bro. And people be sitting there talking about on the land, man. Let me tell you something. If you got a ship with about 6,000 people and company, if that sinks and everything doesn't deploy, dude, nobody loses that many in war in one day. Come on. I'm talking about one hit. Now, you have some people that might be able to float and some devices and stuff, but when that thing goes down, that's three football fields of ship. 3 football, about 300 yards with a carrier. That's in order for jets to take off and land. And that thing go down, it's taking everything with it. Lived like a sump. You know what I mean? So I'm like sitting there going, how the hell are you supposed to be after you get blown by an A6 intruder, picked up off you while you're pushing some heavy shit to take it to move it, because we had heavy loads, and we were running because we run a lot of it's a lot of practice. I don't know. I don't think I've heard of some of the women AOs, man. The men are doing it. Trust me. When you get 500 pounds, right? It takes 5 people to load it, right? 2 on the front, 2 on the rear, and 1 for the guide into the Brute 32 or whatever you're using. That's the loader for the for the weapon. And so it's a Brute 32 on all our stuff that we utilize to load all our armaments or whatever, even buddy stores and buddy tanks. But we used to do that with 3 people, 1 on the front, and those were hernia bars you put into these bombs, these gigantic bombs, bigger than y'all. And we get up under it in a squat position, and we throw our arms to our chest like this, and we grab the hernia bar. Literally, it gives people hernia. And we used to do it with just 3 men, me and Walk. Me on the front, Walk on the back. Front is the heaviest, because I knew I had to lock up, so I was taller than Walk. So it has to go in and then push up and make sure it's locked in. Otherwise, the witch call goes down and you got the lighter weight, and that way you could bring it on down. So we used to get it up. And sometimes it was just me and Walk with no man in the guide, but Walk in the back, making sure about holding the conical fin. Most times what we did with the conical fins, you know what I'm saying? But not the slow drag ones like that, not those, but with the conical fin, here we are, eyeballing it, and we get it right when we know, because we do it so much, we know where it needs to be on the hanger. And we lock it in there. Let's go. And we go right to the next one. We don't say, me and Walk never said no. We just start loading them bad boys. All right, we got 3 or 4 more. Let's get it done. And then cranking in that 250, 2 times 250, 20 Mike. We're talking about ammo. That got that big, y'all. I'm talking about 20 Mike. R2D2. You got this speed hand, you know what I'm saying? And you get the 1 round up in that chute, you're going into the Vulcan cannon on the F-18, and you got to crank them 225, 250 rounds. And we used to be cranking it so fast. People were like, we have competitions. Break it out, bring another one, bring another drum in, get it up in there, crack, make sure they stuck, crack, like We were crazy. We were crazy, y'all. Body gets worn out from that, you know. Body gets beat down. And so the majority of people like myself who are ordnance men, and some who wanted to go and do some other things, and maybe that, when you're running a shop, let's say you're supposed to have 22 and you're running it with 9, maybe 10, right? Sometimes you have guys who were once in the shop who are supervising another, like the PCs or something like that. They get be called back to assist sometimes, and a lot of times the guys will jump in if they see like, well, our guys are beat, you know, smaller shop, you know, strong, regardless of how strong he was, smaller shop, and it was crazy. It was heavy work, and there's not one of our guys who as an AO, aviation ordnanceman, is not one of them is without injury or multiple. You know, a lot of them masked by drinking, violence. You know, like going somewhere where they can, you know, not committing violence. That's the last thing. I never heard no story from any of our guys like that. And though it seems like I hide it, right? Actually, I'm just so used to it. But if I said, if I gave you this pain that I have and I gave it to you, I guarantee you fold over. Guarantee it. Promise you. I don't care if I got to run to get something done, move something. You know that there's a big old dumpster out there. I don't care when I'm recording. And sometimes it's offset. And I get right up under it because I work on pushing on the truck. You know, you got to build the muscles, man, you know. And I'll push that back. And every people over there trying to push it, they can't move it. You know, the big old blue dump, right? And so the guy's been here, they've seen it. I just, when it's sticking out too far, I go over there and I barefoot, get my shoulder up against it, my head a certain way so I don't hurt my neck. Take some deep breaths. And next thing you hear that, and I'm just applying pressure, just pushing it. And then I know it's time for the cold shower or soaking in some cold water, because even doing that, because I can, doesn't mean I should be. I got to go in there. I got to put on my neoprene with my electric stimulator. I got to put my ankles in the cold water. But that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I come right back like that. You know, you would think that I was saying that, hey, look at me, I'm weak. Actually, I wouldn't advise anybody to have that kind of body pain. None of it. And he's up there now. He's watch cat. That's watch cat Al right now. Like I said, you know, me telling y'all that I have pain don't mean that I'm all right. That I'm not all right. I'm all right, y'all. Yeah, it's pain that I've adapted to. It's there. It could be, you know, it could be bothersome, right? But I'm proficient in not just talking about it, but if I say like what you speak is what you become. Okay? So there's arguments, drama, stress. That's exactly what you're going to be, because you're going to add to it. So, and me explaining to you, I say all the positive things. I say you're going to heal. You're going to be fine. And I don't sway. I don't change. I don't get worked up. I don't do it. You know, it's just pain. And so I said, if I go today and it's not messed up, they didn't send me on the wrong day and I meet the guy, I said, I'm going to talk about it. I was going to share it with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when people come around, they be like, nah, Red, nah. Red has some pain. Now, I would advise nobody to try and take advantage of it, because I also have about 25, 30 minutes of some Force MD type whoop assness. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I made sure of that, you know. I made sure of it. I worked with people and made sure that I was always going to be strong, very, very strong. but not just strong, that I would deny anything negative. You know what I mean? So speak things into power. Okay? I scarred from when I was 7 or 8. I just noticed it. I just want to have a sit and chill. I see some people still prove something or whatever. You have nothing to prove to nobody. Nothing at all. You see the world for what it is. For what it is, what they've created, right? Does that mean that you're supposed to partake and add furniture to it? Especially when you start knowing some things. Does that mean you're supposed to run over there and give housewarming, treats and goods to go in there? No, you don't need to put nothing else in there. You don't need to add to it. You need to pull away from it. And you need to pull some of that energy with it and utilize that as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do all the time. There be times like I roll out off the side of the bed and I get that little sharp pain that run up in the front of my knee. I'll just do a squat. I squat. I got cartilage and all that. It's just my toes that don't have the cartilage from, like I said, you get hurt. It's nothing but still. The ship is still. It's still an iron. That the whole ship, besides the reactor, it's still an iron everywhere. Every inch of it. That's all a USS carrier is. It's a floating city. We have like 2 and 3 stores. We got a Gidon's we got fast food. You can go through all night. Look, it's nothing but a floating city. People hitting dice, music bands, martial arts, boxing. You name it. Come on. Then we got cool people fly out to the ship. It's like for those who get into idolizing motherfuckers, we get them come out there. You know what I'm saying? We have still peach bigness. We have these different indoctrinations, shellback, golden shellback, blue nose. That's, go to the, y'all know what blue nose is, right? When you cross you up there and where it's very, very cold. I mean, very, 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 very cold. You know what I'm saying? The so-called North Pole area. And yeah, I didn't like that running around with my drawers on. It was with my drawers on backwards. No shirt on. We had the dungarees inside out with our underwear on top of it, with our names reversed. No shirt on, zinc chromate, blue zinc chromate on your nose. Like, we don't wear this stuff where I'm from. That's just put it on like sunscreen. Blue, the blue color blue. And we have to run that flight deck, y'all. In that drop zero on a flight deck, wind, water, and we're at the most northern point. That's when we get on our blue nose. I did that one time. I wasn't going to be helping nobody do it. I was like, y'all go ahead. Y'all be up there in that cold and you see them kid coming out. I was like, yeah. Well, you wanted to partake in it. But yeah, y'all. A lot of good, but a lot of bad, but a lot of good. Regardless, we accomplished so much. Any of y'all know what it's like to always accomplish stuff, like to get a job done, to meet a certain date, and everybody be on the same accord. Even when we have a lot of schools. When you come supervisor, you get a lot of college credited schools. So we had a whole bunch of them. I had to even go learn like all the GSE gear, you know what I'm saying? What, Bubba? You bugging? I ain't getting no kid, no nap, no kitty. It's crack. Anyway, catnip. A lot of school. Because when I went to college, they were like, "You got any college?" Yeah, I think I got about And so when I showed her, she was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, that's the Navy does. They teach. You know what I'm saying? They teach. And then they want you to believe that your worth, what they gave you, is worth $1 million or a couple $1 million. Nigga, please, your trust is worth more than that. I used to say that, and they would look at me like I was crazy. Like, man, if you don't shut your ass up, I'm serious, y'all. I'm like, because there was something about the government owns your ass. No, it don't, nigga. I still volunteer, fool. Until the day I leave this mug, the government can have it. But as long as I'm in it, I'm here to perform. They're not doing the push-ups for me. They're not doing the sit-ups for me. They're not walking and running. I don't care if they did it before, if they didn't. They're not sitting here dealing with your two crazy asses, half a foot, and drilling us, making us make sweat puddles, but we want to accomplish something, so we stick it through, right? You ever get, like in college, you get a book, and you're like, oh, there ain't no way in the world I'm going to read this. Before you know it, you have to, in order to pass that stupid, goofy test. Life is the same way. So the pain, everything. That's why I love when y'all come. And I get to go out and have a good time. And I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm going to do what I have to do to maintain. I took the neighbor's wife to work. He was at work, and she didn't know how to ask me. And I said, what is it, man? I was playing with the cat outside. She says, I got a job at Walmart. And you got a job? When? She says, oh, at 5. I says, you got 25 minutes. Man, I'll grab my keys and get in the truck. It was country music playing. She didn't, I don't think she minds, I don't know, some beautiful stuff. Anyway, and I got it there right on time. That is what I like. You see what I'm saying? That's the balance for all the pain, right? But if you lament on the pain and you keep giving it power, right? What does it do? It robs you, right? It takes everything from you, right? Yo, what's up, Marcus? Herbo, okay, okay, popped up. Tariq, what's going on? Delusion, what's happening? What's up, beloved? Tariq, hey, old Mac, what's going on, beloved? I hope I'm making some sense here, I remember I said once before, I said it's important to sometimes share your life story if you have stories that can be shared like that. I've got so many. There are people who who would tell you, and where I grew up, I've got so many stories. I'll share some, me and my brother in the bed, the alleyway, blow, how I used to get it. I used to be able to take that beat down like what I'm saying? Like, So yeah, I got a lot of stories to tell, but I think it will make sense for some, you know what I mean? I got to get in here and make something to eat too. That's why I just wanted like a half a cup of wine and get a couple of hits of blunt and make me something to eat. I think I might make some. I ain't cooking no pasta. No. I don't feel like rehydrating no mushrooms. No. We already had pizza. Sorry about that, T. We already had the pizza, man. Ganja was here the first night, man. We busted that up, bro. That pizza was banging. T, you know how the pizza is. Olmec don't. He don't know about this pizza here. This, Italian, New York style. But yeah, I don't want no pizza. That's enough. I can wait to eat pizza till y'all come back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no chicken. Not the way they make it. No. Oh, the restaurant, they make it good. I just don't want all that. No chicken. You know what? I might go for a cauliflower pizza. I'm not the munchies. I'm just saying I know I got to eat something, I got to eat something. You know what I mean? I just had that one meal with the cabbage and stuff. That was it. And my watermelon drink. That was it. I don't really be, I'll be hungry, but I don't really be hungry like that. You know what I mean? Right now I could just drink water after the wine. Just, I got to eat something, I have no bread. So, I'm not cooking no rice if I ain't making no pasta. I might just grab a ganeo with some cinnamon and my raw peanut butter. Right? That sounds good. This is just a moment with Red, y'all. I would love for it to be like a podcast where y'all can come on and ask me questions. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be some questions, man, because I got so much more to say, so much more to share. You know what I'm saying? So there's got to be some questions. You know, I knew my family going so far back. 4 entire generations. Yeah. You know what it's like to meet people born before the 1860s. Yeah. And they remember everything when they're in their hundreds, when they pass a century, you know. Y'all just don't know, man. They told so many lies, and I used to get whooped. I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't say nothing about the Civil War being a fake, and all the history pre it was bull, just nothing but utter lies. George, watch, all that was pure made up. That's incredible. Paul Revere ain't say nothing. There was no riding. When Negroes talking about, yo, we got some more Negro and a mulatto, like a Melungeon girl, who was the ones telling everybody that there was more fighters coming. That's all it was. It was no the redcoats and all that other. Of course they all came here to conquer us. They want you to believe that they conquered the Spanish and then the French. Man, please. Like, make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things, people. It's the tiny things that's got me a little sip more. You know what I mean? Bench, yes, sir. But you know what I'm saying? It's not complicated stuff. This is stuff I've been talking about for a long time. And people say, "Are you bugging, man? We got the redcoats and they're digging up I was digging up your people's clothes, bro. All them buttons. Now, when you see the U.S., that was of America. Or for America. Been a long time. But that was an incorporated lie. Near the end. People got tired of fighting, bro. You hear me, guys? They got tired. I told you on our side, man, we had people from 13 to 80 fighting. That 80-year-old back then was 100 times different from the 80-year-old today. I'm serious. That's really my mustache. Y'all know that, right? Okay, so I'm going to perm my upper lip. Come on, y'all. Somebody hit me in a message. Yo, man, you look, man. I said, this is my mustache, cuz. Like, stop it, bro. This is my real mustache. Like, yeah, you know. So I gotta be damn some fake white or something, because those are individuals that think like this. These are brothers who are broken. So I gotta be white or something, huh? Because I tell you, I had Chinese marrying a family. That was safety. It's not my bloodline. The Dutch. They know there's only one that came here. The other one's always here. I told you all these names were world synonymous. Like, come on, man. Klein, always been here. Come on, y'all. What is Papa? Yeah, I know what you want. I got one over there. I'm not gonna give it to you right yet. It's the tuna, man. Okay, I gotta walk away. Anywho, you know. But yeah, man. I like to see some of them do that trick. And the fact that I had my uncle on for some of the brothers, a lot of y'all could have heard. He would have loved to hear all y'all up on there. He would like to hear everybody's voice. That's my uncle. And yeah, man. It was funny how he was breaking down how the black power movement came into being. He was talking about the feds. You know, they created that. Like a sump, man. And they have certain brothers go out there and bring you in, reel you in. If they can use you, that means you're nothing but a tool to them. And it's not about having respect for you. Please. They do with you. They do with you as they will. See, how did Huey P. Newton, what, in the 80s, 90s, the 90s, go by crack and get murdered? 80s or 90s, I forget what year it was. Like, make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? You know? He is starting to go off, man. He's getting, I expected that like a year ago, all the meowing shit. And I know what it is because I ain't get him snip snip. I don't believe in that, but he gonna meow that. Oh, he had to come on my face because I'm talking about him. Yo, cuz. That's what I thought. I'm not playing. He heard me come right over here and talk smack. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I like sharing some of my history, y'all. There's some people who I'll be talking with or having a conversation with, you know, I serve with, and they be like, yo, hey, you were great. When you do this? When'd you do this? Right? And I said, well, you remember when you did this? Those stories that we have, man. And everybody's got them, regardless, family with barbecues. They go, Uncle Tan, you know, that mean a smack Charlie upside the head, you know. We all have them. And like I was telling people, in Vietnam and World War II, all that, they got rid of a lot of our people. They would send them to the front. And so they'd be getting shot by the enemy and shot by these knuckleheads on this side intentionally. A lot of our people were murdered in these wars. And that's why you ain't gonna see no Jew write about it. See, there are those of us who know about it. And there's a rage. That's why I said just leave me alone, but they're too stupid. And they really think they can zoot themselves up and put that on and all that stuff and go incognito, come around me with that frequency and the light that's at a certain, and mess with my heart. All you gotta do is let me, there's gonna be some order. You know what I'm saying? That's bottom line. You see? So I got some stories, so, and there's some fun ones. Y'all, I bet y'all, some of y'all still think that they got an average guy with a name James like mine for Invent Tech didn't steal my 2 inventions. Y'all crazy, bro. Everybody that knows me when I was working on these things in New York, and I even went around because I poured my copyright. But you could change a few things to make it something different. And when I called Invent Tech, that was 2005, y'all, 2006. I had been out the military about 5.5 years. And so my mom was working, besides being with the Guardian Angels, all this, that, working over at John Laguna's, you know, taking care of the apartments and the rooms over there for the, you know, the people getting their lives straight, you know, getting off the whatever they was on or whatever, or was just homeless. Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it. And I remember I was like, I had just started paying like the 60 to 120, because you have to do that for your patent, the way it's set up, at least back then. And I remember last time I talked to this cat, this dude, this monkey, he was like, yeah, I knew about it coming up because I got it on AOL. I got what you call it, online. So he had the Wagon Hut, Walmart, and all these different companies and the military looking at devices, things like what I created, the 2 inventions. And he disappeared after that. What am I supposed to do? Right? My grandmother, she loved to gamble. I couldn't stand it. And she used to tell me, you know, go play my numbers. I'm like, but you go play it yourself. Squat. Anyway. Her and my brother Dwight and a few others came down. Spun a week, about a few days with me down in Florida while I was in the military. And I chefed it up. I cooked home fries and fried real catfish nuggets, and you know me, I put my, you know, my grandmother loved that, and my great grandmother too, but she was in the hospital at the time, the hospice. But so we was gobbling and have us cold beers and everything. It was good. And my mama said, Jimmy, I know you got some numbers. You always got numbers. You love numbers. I said, I'll tell you what, Mama, I know what you're gonna do. Go fucking gamble, you know. I was like, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give you a number. I said, just play it. Man, if it don't hit, it don't hit. It's a number that I always played. That's the number when I used to play, I always played. I always played the same number. So her and Dwight, I guess when they get back, I guess because she hot, the number's hot, went to World Trade Center. Dwight loves going to the penny arcade, and then y'all know about New York, you know what I'm talking about. On that day, Mama had gave Dwight some certain separate numbers. Check this out. Dwight made his way to the penny arcade, probably looking at hoes too, because he's a hole monker. And so Dwight gets out of the penny arcade, knows Mama was doing her ritualistic thing, you know, play the numbers, but look at stuff and walk around our shop. And so they get back over to Jers, I guess, right? I think there was, I don't know if she was on Grove Street. I think they was living on Grove, not Tishner. Anyway. It took a whole, it was 7 years. I was out in the military. I was 7 years down the road. And me and Mama was talking. And Mama said, you remember them numbers? I said, what numbers? The numbers you gave me to play at one time, that one set of numbers you say you always play? I said, yeah. She said, I'm going to show you something. We didn't talk to you for a long time. I was like, I know y'all didn't, mother. It didn't make no sense. I'm not a person to call people like that. All right, cool. All right. She had the number on the AT&T thing I had wrote it on. I tore it off, the exact same, the number, and had the newspaper for that. I know the date because I remember, you know, I still call. I was home. I wasn't out sea. I wasn't at sea. And the numbers came out exactly for I think it was 14 or 17 million dollars. I didn't talk to them for 2 more years. I said, so-and-so called. I don't care. Tell them I'll leave it on the tombstone. I was like, yeah, I was like that, y'all. I mean, not in a mean way. People knew I saw things. I always saw things different. You know what I mean? And it's beneficial for you to do that. Trust me. And trust me. You trusted me to express that with knowing. So yeah, and I was dumb. You know, I was dumb. You know, 2 years, man. I was like, could have gave them $1.8 bought my contract. I'd have took another $1 million and been gone because I'd flipped that over in about. I'd have flipped that 100 times, y'all. But as you know, that's when I was really, really about that. You know what I'm saying? I can make a bag out of anything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's more stories, man. I got so many stories. Everybody has stories, right? But it's that fine twist. It's that one little tabernacle. You know what I'm saying? That one jamboree. That Sister Gertrude just can't stop shaking. You know what I'm saying? She just can't stop shaking it. You know what I mean? And now on the downside, I was talking to some people who follow politics, and they were saying that, I don't know if it's true. If you find out, let me know. I'm not gonna pull it up and look for it. I was like, I'm not gonna research to find out no information. I'm just gonna see what y'all say. So they really did a lot of veterans wrong just so they could have money for the migrants. The legal ones. Now they want to give them guns. And they're busy trying to take your guns. If that isn't blatantly flat out in your face, how much longer do you feel safe in what y'all doing right now compared to what based on what I usually say? You still running around with them same 20 Negroes you ran around when you was in high school that scrap all together? Y'all still together? Y'all still move like a team? Or you got a new team like that? I'm just saying. I'm only asking. This is on the downside. Because you ain't doing nothing else to, to send alleviate, any of that nonsense. And then, so please. Lloyd. It's good to see you up in here, beloved. Everything, man. Then I murder some of y'all sisters, cousins, aunties, uncles, grandmas, grandpas. And they got these little goofy niggas they paying to go out there doing all these little goofy. I mean, for this thing for Palestine, didn't you all see that one where they all had the same kind of tents? Like, nigga, how y'all get the same tent? How y'all get the same tents? Somebody funding that, yo. And then they turn it up. Like, they want to bring some kind of form of martial law on y'all. You hear me? And when that happens, you think you're gonna be able to, or you think it's gonna be a Hollywood? You're gonna get chosen to run beside them badasses who might be able to duff a few of them and get the weapon from them? No, you ain't. That's why they're making sure your ass is unarmed and y'all sitting there allowing them goofy racists put in position to continue doing the same dumb thing. Mind-boggling on the downside. Now, I'm saying. All right. Look, I gotta go make something to eat. I gotta get something to eat. I don't no snacks. I didn't even pick up no skinny popcorn. So I'm gonna go in here and see what I can throw together real quick. And I'm gonna kick it back down here. Got the window open. I'm gonna put a movie in. Not gonna lift the book. Yeah, that's what I always say. And I'll get with y'all in the mornings. Well, I ain't gotta be nowhere. I ain't gotta go nowhere. Unless I get a call and they need me to get an x-ray, then I'll be going over to the VA. And then to the hospital to get the x-ray. So if that happened, then after that, but yeah, I need to read. I want to read for a little while too. I want to come on. If you got the ears, I'm gonna set it up for about 5-10 minutes of music, and I'm gonna come on and just start reading. Okay. Anyway, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm tired. You talk something, take a little hit of weed. I think it's not even a sip wine. I'm gonna kick these shoes off, go get my pajama bottoms, come back down here and just get chillax. Yeah, that goes up in the safe. I don't keep that one down here. I got the one I need. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? So I go lock that up in the safe and take my tools up there, and that's about it. I had to wear this today just to show them how much it wears my clothes. So, because it does damage your clothes, but the VA got greedy, and they used to give you allowance every year because they know that these things damage your clothes, and it's messed a lot of my jeans up because I used to wear it on the outside, and they don't give it no more, so I stopped wearing it, messing up my clothes. And every once in a while, though, I'll put it on like, if I go play golf or something like that. When I was running the marathon, I didn't wear these. Some people wear them. I refused to. It wasn't because of ego or nothing. I got my weight down a whole lot. That was good. All right. So anyway, what's that? Not quoting the Second Amendment correctly. Yo, Nadler's a friggin' idiot. He's a bumblehead, brother. You know? Good to see you, Moss. Weather Williams, what's going on? It's good to see everybody up in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beloveds, I appreciate y'all, man. But anyway, let me go ahead and I'm going to get something to eat. Long day. Look, y'all know I got some bad stories. I don't think it should always be about bad. I'm going to tell you the stories I believe you need compared to what you may think you want. All right? Appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go fuck something up. I'm hungry, y'all.